All right, we're going to simplify this case because that's the way I like to keep my life. Miss Williams, your lawsuit has many different components. Let's start with the first one. You and Miss Schiller were friends, and when you were friends, you were living in Minnesota. While you were living in Minnesota, according to you, you allowed Miss Schiller to drive your car, and you say she in some way damaged it, knocked a mirror off, and scratched the car. And that happened in what month and year?
January of 2014.
Miss Schiller says that both of you were using the car, and there was really no proof when the damage happened, whether she was driving it or when you were driving it. Sort of doesn't make any difference to me, because after this damage to the car, the two of you decided to leave the state of Minnesota and to move to Georgia. And there was no mention of the car. You were going to go first. What I understand from your complaint, you were going to take your children and set up an apartment down there, and you, Miss Williams, were going to follow.
Correct.
And that's what happened. But when you went down to set up the apartment, you didn't have money for security deposit, which you provided.
Correct.
So you provided the security deposit for the apartment in what amount?
$1,350.
And this was an apartment that the two of you were going to lease together.
Correct.
Then you moved down to Georgia, and according to you, it didn't work out because shortly after you arrived, Miss Schiller moved her boyfriend into the house. Are you the boyfriend?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you the one that moved into the house?
No, ma'am.
It was a different boyfriend.
I didn't move into no house.
That's what you said. Did she move the boyfriend into the house?
No, she left our place and went to his place.
What do you mean she left you?
So we had a lease in Georgia with her and I. Basically, she just left and went to his house. We were supposed to move out by a certain time. She never showed up for that until 2 hours after that. But during this time, she was at his house. So
during what time?
The time that we're supposed to be in our place together, we're supposed to be working to get money to get her kids down to Georgia.
Then this is wrong when you say the living situation turned out to be miserable. Staci had met a new man and decided to move him in. That's what you say, not that she moved out.
That was might be an error on my part, but she
well,
moved
let's
out.
understand this.
Okay.
So what you're saying is she met a new guy, and she left the house and went to live with the guy.
Yes, correct.
Okay. In what month did that happen?
June.
Between January and June, who paid the rent?
There was no rent until April 8th.
Why?
We didn't move down there until the 8th.
Okay. So there was no rent until April?
Correct.
Who paid April's rent?
She paid the rent. I had the deposits situated.
Okay. And was she still living in the apartment in April?
Correct, yes.
And what about in May?
Yes, in May up until the 1st of June.
June 1st, what happened?
We broke our lease and moved out of the place, and we're supposed to be finding a new place to move together, but again, she wasn't there, so I couldn't communicate with her to find a new place, and we went our separate ways, and I went back to Minnesota because she had basically abandoned what we were supposed to be down here for.
So you want your security deposit back?
Correct.
The landlord didn't give you your security deposit back.
Yes, he did.
Oh, let me see.
Okay.
I mean, if you break a lease, you usually don't get your security back. This doesn't say she got any security deposit back.
There's an address on the bottom, which is her work address, is where it got mailed to.
I don't know. That doesn't say that at all. It's very easy to find out whether or not she was paid any of the security deposit back. You get a letter from the landlord. Do you have that?
No, I was in Minnesota, so I don't have any.
Well, I'm from Brooklyn, but if I were coming to court, I would get a letter from the landlord. What else do you think you're entitled to?
The damages for my car. I have the pictures here.
Forget damage to your car. I'm not interested.
Okay.
What else? Case
Well,
is dismissed. Your case. You have a counterclaim.
Yes.
I'm going to love this.
Well, basically what my counterclaim is, that's completely false. She had no money coming down here.
What is your counterclaim for?
I paid for the whole deposit. I also paid weekly payments out of my check, leaving myself with only gas for
just
rent.
a second. Show me your bank statement where you paid $1,300 in security deposit.
I did not pay $1,300 in security deposit. I want $950 for her portion of the rent.
Goodbye. Good luck. Have a happy life. Leave me alone. You break a lease, you have nothing. If the security deposit was in fact returned to her, it was very easy for you to get the proof of that. Put your hand down. You would be entitled to either the entire amount if you can prove that you paid it, or a proportion of it if she paid it. Do you understand? You come to court, you have to come to court with more than a pretty smile. Goodbye.